So I think we're all aware of this, but typing is a lot slower than speaking out loud. And especially in today's age where programming has gone from writing out code syntax to just documenting what you want in plain English, one of the new bottlenecks is just getting your thoughts out on paper as fast as possible. And if you're a Mac user, one of the obvious solutions is to just use Apple Dictation. But if you've used Apple Dictation before, you know that this is a very simple tool for simple scenarios where you're just talking into it and it just transcribes as it goes. Now, OpenAI has something called Whisper that's an open source speech recognition model trained on hundreds of thousands of hours of speech data. And it's not a new thing. It was released back in 2022. And if you use this Whisper model, you'll quickly realize that it has some significant advantages over the traditional Apple Dictations feature. It takes the entire recording and it tries to make sense of it before it processes it to text. As a result, what I've found is that it takes all the ums and ahs and sometimes all the stuttering too away from the final recording. It's just more accurate and more context aware than the Apple Dictation feature. And you probably want proof of this, so I went ahead and recorded a sample for you. Hey, let's brainstorm about a new project here. Hey, let's brainstorm a new project here. Anyway, so what is the point of this video? Well, I've scoured the internet to be able to use Whisper to bolster my own productivity, and much to my demise, many of the existing solutions are paid, which makes no sense to me because Whisper is free and it runs on your own hardware. Or if it is free, then it wasn't very simple or intuitive to use. What I want is something simple. I don't need a fancy paid application with fancy features. At the end of the day, all I need is something simple where I trigger it with my keyboard and it transcribes my audio with a local Whisper instance, and then it just types the words into where my cursor currently is. So I took the matter into my own hands. I ended up just making the software myself, and I found it useful enough to share it with the rest of you guys. For free, of course. Unfortunately, this is only for Mac users, and you'll likely need a more up-to-date Mac model to be able to leverage the newer GPU architecture. But if people feel strongly about it, I'm happy to look into creating a Windows alternative as well. Now, to get started, it's super easy. Just go to the OverWhisper website, download the installation file, drag it over to your applications folder, and run it. There's a quick start flow that helps you set up your initial permissions so that the app can record your audio and access your screen to paste in the transcription. It also helps you to set up your own hotkeys, so it's super easy to start recording. Then, you can either provide an API key to OpenAI, or in my case, just download the Whisper model you want to use. There are different sizes available for download, and the difference here is that the smaller models take up less space and less RAM. They're faster, but they are less accurate than the larger models. I haven't tested this out with slower computers, but my M3 MacBook handles the larger model quite well, and is plenty fast. If you do want to try this out, I'll have the links down below in the description. And if you have any questions or feedback on the software, you can let me know either in the comments or on the GitHub issues page. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye.